Hi, everybody. We're live with an Amigos interview. Today, we're going to talk to none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Foulds. Chris, how you doing?
I was okay till you did that name.
Sorry about that. I probably should have warned you. So, it's kind of late where you are right now, right?
Yes, 10:40.
Yeah. So we won't keep you too long, but I have a feeling that a lot of Amigos readers and watchers really want to know who you are because they hear your voice on all your Amigos plays videos, but they don't know the man, and so that's what we're gonna investigate and find out. So tell us a little about yourself.
Okay. Let me start from the start. My experience on the Amiga started in 1988 when I got an Amiga 500 for Christmas. It broke the very same day,
What
and
was
it
wrong
was
with it?
and the power supply blew up.
Oh,
So for 2 more days after Christmas, we had no Amiga, and then we got it again. I remember, yeah, that year. What did I get for Christmas with it? Battle Chess. Have you played Battle Chess, you
I
guys yet?
have played Battle Chess.
Yeah. Battle Chess, Virus, and a couple of other games.
So
A
you
really
must
bad
have
Formula One game.
you must have gotten the 500 with the RAM upgrade then, right? Because Battle Chess won't
No,
really. My version, and this might be a different version, but mine won't run on a stock 500. I've got to put the 1 megabyte expansion on in the sidecar.
no, no, no expansion. We bought the expansion probably about a year later. I think it's like something like about £100 for 500k of RAM or something. It's yeah, crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so then I went through that onto an Amiga 1200, and that had a massive 120 megabyte hard drive, which was
Wow.
big back in the day.
Yeah.
And then and on there I learned to program. I was a low end demo scene programmer. I did lots of intros, a track this demo, so a big full thing, and of course the infamous Waggler Mania 2, which
You're
I
well
think,
known. You're well known for that here in the
um,
Amigos community.
yeah, I don't know why. Who won on that? Was it Aaron? Or,
Yeah, yeah. He reviewed that one, so
yeah, and then yeah, then I disappeared on the Amiga scene until 2013 when I picked up another right next to me. If I can use the webcam.
oh, I like the dust cover too. Very nice.
Yeah, another Amiga 1200. This one's got a slightly bigger hard drive. The camera should sort itself out. So, what have I done to the camera? Anyway, and
That's
yeah,
okay. You've just gone a little blurry. That's all right.
it'll sort itself.
There we
There
go.
we go.
We've shifted.
There we go. Microsoft technology. And yeah, as for what I do, I've worked at loads of companies as a software guy and then eventually project management. But now I just write apps for mobile phones all day
Hmm.
from this very room,
Is
always with
this
a trusty Amiga 1200 sitting next to me.
That's great. I'm sure when the going gets tough and you get scrambled up with coding, you can just glance over and it lifts your spirits a little, right?
It lifts my spirits. Sometimes a quick game of Speedball too. Takes the aggression out.
Now, what kind of monitor do you have hooked up to it?
I have now, I've been through many. I picked this monitor up just last year. It's a BenQ monitor. It's brand new last year, it's still for sale right now, and it connects direct to an Amiga.
Awesome. That's amazing that it will sync. I guess it's a multi-sync thing.
Yeah, the thing they've made it especially for the old computer market. In factories and stuff where they got all the old computers and stuff.
Hmm.
I think it was made for that, but it works perfectly on Amiga. I think it was Mads DK. Um, he tweeted about it once, so I picked one up.
That's awesome. Now, with flat screen monitors, if I wanted to buy one of those, it would. I wonder if it would run here because with flat screens, there's no such thing as NTSC and PAL anymore, right?
No, it would just work straight away.
Yeah, because we've had a heck of a time trying to get the running a flat screen. We have this GBS 8200 board with my 500, and it's just a mess. Of course, the ultimate challenge would be getting when Gary Hucker sent us that ZX Spectrum, and if we could
Oh,
ever figure out a way to get that to work. But there's so many hoops to jump through from powering the Spectrum, reliably to getting that signal, that PAL signal out, that PAL composite signal to
That's
something
hard
here.
work.
Yeah.
I got something for Christmas that was downstairs, a retro gaming thing, and I have nothing to connect it to. But no, this monitor I've got $166 shipped
Wow.
in the Euro. I just looked it up, and that'll take all your Amiga problems away.
That's awesome.
It even has speakers, so
It's what I really want is some way to be able to take audio, or I mean video, out of the Amiga and run it into a capture card. And that's something that I haven't quite figured out how to do yet, because I'd love to run with the 1200. It's no big deal because it's just got composite out. But you know, the 500 only has the RGB out, and I've tried adapters and everything, and I've not been able to come up with a solution.
well, you just told me the solution. You upgrade.
You upgrade. That's the only solution. Get a 1200. They're so expensive. You know, the Amiga hardware, nothing's ever been cheap in the Amiga world, but it seems like the past 2 or 3 years, things have just been getting more and more expensive.
I've been seeing some bargains in the UK of recent. I saw an Amiga 600 recently for £50.
Wow. Where did you see that? Was it at a car boot sale?
No, just on a online thing, place called Gumtree. It's just an online kind of car boot.
Okay, like a Craigslist sort of thing here in the US.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I don't
think
know how much an Amiga 1200 goes for nowadays. Yeah, about £300.
yeah.
So,
It's when emulation is as good as it is, it's hard to drop that kind of money. But emulation's also quite frustrating a lot of the times on Amiga too. So
yeah, I got this for, I think it was about £200. That's with a 4 gig CF card was already fitted. So,
it seems like a good deal, especially with today's prices. Is that a Spectrum behind you in the glass case?
yes, it is. Just somewhere there, yeah.
Right.
Spectrum in there, and a Simon.
You got your own little mini electronics museum back there.
Yeah, there's more on the bookcase. I've got some car parts and stuff like that as well.
So let's talk about your time with the Amigos. So you've been a supporter since almost the beginning. How did you find out about us?
I was in between houses. And we was moving house, but we had to complete in our current house and move in with my family for about 2 months, before we could move into where we're living now. So I was taking a lot of long dog walks and listening to podcasts. And I was listening to, I remember it was Retro Game Squad. And so I thought, I wonder if anybody's done an Amiga one. And I typed it in, and it was your very first episode, the terrible wrestling game.
Oh.
So
I'm glad you stayed with us after that, because that was a hard one to start with.
And I think you was on episode. Yeah, you didn't even have episode 2 out yet. So I downloaded it, and I wasn't sure.
I don't blame you. I'm still not sure.
But I'm still with you. So yeah, it was just a really fluky search. I was just looking for content.
Yeah. And now you've recorded a bunch of Amigos Plays series. You've done. We'll talk a little bit about the different series that you've done and you're currently working on.
Okay. So currently I've got 2 series. One is terrible English TV shows that have got computer games. The next one on that list is going to be Ed the Duck. Do you know Ed the Duck? You spent some time in England, so.
This is what era was this from? What decade?
You're talking late 80s.
Late 80s, okay.
90s. Late 80s, early 90s. Basically, the kids' TV on the BBC.
I know about Blue Peter. Is it like Blue Peter?
The presenter from that, Philip Schofield, who does a daytime TV now, he presented it all from a broom cupboard.
Oh, okay.
As you do.
Sort of a Harry Potter-like thing, then.
And way before Harry Potter.
Right.
And then he had a little puppet, which was a duck, Ed the Duck.
Okay.
And that was then made into a computer game, which is basically a Rainbow Islands clone.
Wow. So they took that theme and really kind of I guess you can do whatever you want with a guy and a duck. So
yeah.
Now you don't have to give too much away, but is this going to go down as one of the greatest Amiga games of all time?
No.
Okay.
It's not good.
And what else? What's the other series that you've got?
I'm starting to go through a lot of racing games. I've just actually tonight um, done a video on all-terrain racing. Don't know if you know that one. I think you did. I think
I
if
have
you,
played it in Amigos Plays Voltrain. I enjoyed that game because that's the one that's sort of got like the side scrolling, like you're walking around in the town, right, to go to the different shops to buy your equipment for your car. Is that right?
no,
No, maybe I'm thinking of something different then. Tell us about all terrain racing.
it's by the same guy who did Nitro and Quack, Jamie Woodhouse. He's also got a modern take on it called Retro Racing for iPhone, iPad, and Android. And he's just about to release a sequel to that as well, actually. And yeah, it's overhead. You've got three different types of course. So you'll either be in a buggy, a Formula racer, or this kind of all-terrain type vehicle. Yeah,
Is it totally overhead or is it like a supercar sort of isometric viewpoint?
it is more supercars kind of looking. You did actually play it. You played All Terrain Racing Christmas Edition on your Christmas show.
Oh, okay, okay. I've got
Yeah,
to go back
something
and see what that other game was that I played. I think this was more of a truck racing game, like a your it looked like an American pickup truck,
that
and
sounds like Super Off-Road Racing.
yeah, but it wasn't that either. This was a game that I'd never heard of, and in between races, like the viewpoint was
Mm.
like a normal like Formula One style game where you're behind the car. But in between races, you would go and you'd walk around a town. It reminded me of something like River City Ransom on the NES, and you'd walk into the different shops in the town and upgrade your equipment. You've never heard of that one before?
Don't know that one, no.
Yeah, it's a
And
really
a-
obscure thing.
After that, I'm going to be doing Lombard RAC rally.
What does
Uh,
RAC stand for?
um, I should know this. It's Automobile Club. I think something Automobile Club. It's it's in the UK there was two. There was the AA, the Automobile Association. I think you have the AAA, is it in
That's correct.
which is the American version, and the RAC. Maybe it stands for Royal
Royal,
Automobile.
I bet. I bet.
And they're the two kind of breakdown recovery things. And for some reason, they're a big sponsor of rally racing, rally car
Oh,
racing.
I guess those guys break down from time to time, so maybe they think,
Normally in a tree, yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game, you know. So
Now, as far as your personal, what you like to watch on TV, do you watch more F1 or more rally stuff, or what is your favorite form of racing?
well, I was always a big F1 fan, and I ended up actually working for McLaren for a number of years, writing software. So I still watch the Formula One, but it's quite difficult now in the UK. It's now on a paid TV channel, a Rupert Murdoch one.
Hmm.
It's quite expensive. So I've been watching a bit more rally, and we also started watching Formula E, which is the all electric racing, which kind of sounds like really fast milk floats.
I've seen those. The great thing about Formula E is it's all free on YouTube, right? They put everything up online.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of free.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when you were working for McLaren, what sort of did you get a jumpsuit? Did they give you a jumpsuit?
Writing software, you don't need a jumpsuit.
See, I would have demanded one. Like I would have made that a condition of my hire. Just if they could just make a one-off with your name on the back or something like that. How great would that have been?
I don't think I had any conditions of hire. I think I was just grateful for a job. But yeah, so yeah, I had a good few years there.
Hmm. Did you get did you attend any races while you were working there?
Only the British one. So
And with Formula One, it's really a worldwide sport, right? I mean,
yeah,
Hong Kong and the Middle East and all that. So,
yeah, yeah. I think it's 21 races last year
wow,
in 21 countries. So.
yeah. Does it run all year long? Does the season run all year long?
There's about three. There's a month off in the summer to give the staff and factory a break, for holidays. And that's because most of the teams, I think it's about 8 of the 11 teams are based out of England.
Hmm.
And then there's a 2 or 3 months off in the winter to get the next year's cars ready.
Okay.
And this year's a big change to the rules. So they've got like a lot bigger tires and a lot more downforce and all that kind of stuff.
So is this going to result in faster vehicles, or?
It's supposed to be 4 to 6 seconds a lap faster.
So I mean, that's significant.
Yeah,
And with Formula
that'll
One,
scare you.
are there? Is it kind of like NASCAR in the states, where all the cars are basically the same build as far as the engine and everything, or?
Totally different. There'll be some of the engine manufacturers like Mercedes. They will sell engines to other teams, but they sell them last year's engine.
Oh, so that's how they keep their edge.
Yeah, so Ferrari, yeah, Ferrari and Mercedes are the big two engine suppliers. You've also got Honda in there as well.
Cool. All right. Well, before we wrap up, is there anything you want to tease the Amigos listeners? Do you have anything kind of percolating for your next series?
My next series now, I'm just going to finish these two TV series. I have a lot of awful TV shows.
Oh, so there's more to come with that.
I have a list. Let me bring up the list and let me see how many of these TV shows you've heard of. Drafts, download. Right. Spitting Image,
I have heard of that. Never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Count Duckula.
No. Oh, Count Duckula. Sure. They actually played that on American TV. So.
Oh wow. The Dalek Attack, based off Doctor Who.
Yep. Yep.
Danger Mouse.
Yes, they played that on. They did a block where they did Danger Mouse and Count Duckula together. I think they were from the same studio or something.
Yeah. Nightmare.
Yep, we watched that. Yep, we watched that on New Year's Eve this past year.
Oh, jeez. Match of the Day.
Okay. Yep.
Postman Pat.
I played that. I got that from O'Brien's in one of his packages, so it's an interesting game.
And A Question of Sport.
That's a trivia game, right?
Yeah, and I know nothing about sport.
So it'll be interesting.
That could be a very difficult play. So we've got those.
No, are you being served Amiga game?
I can't find it. I mean, a low was quite a low point, and so was Neighbours. And of course, there was the recent Mr. Blobby incident.
Right. All right. Well, Chris, it's been great talking to you. I'll let you go so you can head to bed. But like I said,
yeah, Jesus, it's 11 p.m. The kids will be getting me up in about 6-7 hours.
Yeah. So we'll let you go. But thanks for being part of the Amigos team, and we'll see you on the YouTube channel.
No problem. See you later.
All right. Bye-bye.